Welcome back inside Low Country Live. Alan Wheeler from Coastal Design Builders is here for our weekly Ask Alan Anything segment. Today we're talking about a big homeowner concern, contracting job delays. Alan is here to discuss why they happen and how to deal with them. Alan, welcome back to the program. This seems like a nightmare. You already picked out the colors, everything you want, all your furniture, cabinets, everything like that, and then they say, well, it's going to take a little bit longer. So why exactly does that happen?
A lot of actually different kinds of delays and reasons for delays. First thing I would say is that all of us in our personal lives, if we've got a date, an appointment at a doctor's office, and we're more than 10 minutes late, we call, and our homeowner response time is more than 15 minutes. What's going on?
Right.
Okay. Translate into all building of custom homes and remodeling. That means 1 or 2 hour possibility instead of just 15 minutes. That's the first thing.
Well, this is the big thing. I mean, it's where people are going to live. So obviously you want this thing done. And if someone quotes you on a date, then you want it done that date, but not necessarily true all the time.
Well, no, and I'll get that call 15 minutes later and I'll have to explain. But inspections are one of the big delays. They're scheduled inspections that homeowners know are coming. Mm-hmm. But for instance, when the new code came into effect in July, I went to, and I understood that my plumber is going to go out, and he usually puts a plate to cover pipes, and in 12 inches of size is fine. Well, the inspector came out and said, no, it's got to be 18 inches.
Sure.
And he could come back right away the next day.
So you got to be a little bit flexible because, I mean, things change during the process.
Things change. Right, and then after an inspection, I have to go to the job site the next day.
Yeah.
And if it's passed, great, all my trades follow. But if not, then based on what I have to correct, the trade may not be available for another day or two.
Uh-huh. Another big key factor here is delivery time.
Oh, well, delivery time, I try to schedule way ahead, and usually deliveries typically are on time. Occasionally, a driver gets sick. Funny as it sounds, occasionally there really are flat tires.
Yeah.
And the other is when I've had a delivery from time to time, let's say it's siding. I'm going to do siding on a house. If all the trim is there and we're short on this delivery siding, I can get all the trim up and then wait a day or two for the rest of the siding. But if I have all the siding and no trim, I can't do anything.
Then you can't do anything.
Delay.
Exactly.
Delay. Yeah.
Huh. There you go. Another reason you say is out of stock items. This is probably one of the most frustrating things that you come into contact with every day, as well as a homeowner.
Well, yes, because I'll plan, and when I place an order, I usually call it in or send it in, and I don't get well, we're out of stock. I expect it to be there. Sometimes it'll be a door or a special window, and I was told, 2 weeks delivery, mm-hmm. and I'll get a call, well, it's another week. And based on where the construction stage is, it may or may not delay for, well, several days.
Yeah, and you mentioned trades a little bit. What are those trades, and how can that impact the timing of a contracted home?
Well, I'll schedule trades weeks in advance, and several things can happen. One is they will show up and they've forgotten something that hadn't taken care of. Another is that I know they're at another job and they have a change order. Homeowner says, well, would you stay one more day and do this? So then they'll call me and I'll have to wait a day on my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody gives you a date, can you expect 2 to 3 weeks if these things kind of arise? Is that kind of the typical?
Yeah, if I have a shorter project, let's say an addition that might be 2 months, mm-hmm. I will probably talk with them saying we can do this in 10 weeks instead of 8 weeks.
Indeed. As always, patience is a virtue when building a structure that you're going to live in. You got to kind of take the ebb and flow with this whole thing.
It's a process, right? Yeah. And a lot of adjustments have to be made.
Indeed. Mention your sponsor quickly.
Oh, yes. Buck Lumber,
yep.
Maybank Highway, all your building supplies, windows and doors.
There you go. And if you want to ask this man, Alan, anything about contracting work from floor to ceiling, just call that number on your screen or hit that website right there, and we will discuss your issue live on the air on Low Country Live on Tuesdays. Alan, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, John.
Do
Thanks.
Appreciate it as always.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Low Country Live. Stay with us.